guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 17 of the First Star Challenge with Leeds, our bid to try and win the Champions League with the club for the first time. And today we are playing, who are we playing today? We are playing Wolves and Arsenal in the Premier League. So two tough games, one bigger than the other one. I would say the Arsenal game, they're good in the game this year. So we'll have a look at that in just a second. I thought we would start having a look at the finances though. We're in sort of early December, which means the transfer window is coming up. So it's a good opportunity to have a look at the finances. You can see things are going up. Well, we've made almost 30 million in profit so far this season. We've got a little bit of money in the bank. I think what my plan is to try and ask for more transfer budget, sort of closer to the transfer window, give us a little bit more chance, another month to make. We're making $1.5 million profit a month, so if we can get up sort of above 25 million, I'm going to ask for a little bit more money to spend in the transfer window because I do think we're maybe a centre back short this season. Yeah, I mean we're kind of getting by, but I'm just. Ideally, I'd like another centre-back if I can. Let me know what you think in the comments of other positions we could strengthen. But yeah, so I'm gonna. That's my plan to ask for that. We can see here wages. I mean they're kind of as they were. They're not too bad. We're under the wage budget, so we still do have a little bit of money to spend there on that. We have, what do we have? 40 odd grand a week, so that's a good centre-back, I would say. Debts and loans are getting paid off. That's all in good standing right now. We're paying $170,000 a month, which we can handle being in the Premier League. That's not a problem. And sponsorship is what it is. We can see there. What's that value per season? So we can see what we're making there. I think if we can stay in the Premier League this year, we will get some more sponsorship on the back of that. But we'll wait and see on that front, obviously, at the end of the season. Now, speaking of staying in the Premier League, let's see how we've done since last episode. We obviously were in poor form and we had a horrible time. 6-1 defeat at Anfield last episode. Let's see how we did when Norwich came to Ellen Road. We took the lead when Bonifazi flicked on a corner for Rafael Leao. And we secured the points when Bonifazi again caused havoc from a corner for Bowen to tap home. So there we go. What a rebound performance that was from the Liverpool game. We dominated this game, even though the goals did both come from corners and were a little bit scrappy. Bonifazi essentially with 2 assists there. Only got credit for the first one though. But a really, really good performance. You can see we played them off the park. It renewed my hope that maybe this season could be decent for us after all. Our next game was a trip to Everton. We got an early lead when Batista Maya crossed for Jared Bowen. But Everton pegged us back immediately with a similar goal. However, we were quickly back in front when Shackleton played Bowen in for his second. And we secured a huge win late on when Srijek headed in his first Leeds goal. So there we go, our second trip to Liverpool this season went a lot better than the first. This was a very, very open game, and to be honest, it really could have gone either way. You can see there was 3 goals there. Bowen got a double early on, 7th and 11th minute. Alex Iwobi got his goal in the 10th, and it wasn't until the 87th minute that Srijek wrapped it up for us. I think it was his first game in the Premier League, his first goal as well. He actually played quite well, as you can see. His goals would have padded that 8.1 match rating. So maybe if he's going to do that, maybe we don't need another centre-back. I just feel like is he maybe not quite good enough. Maybe he is.Maybe we just need to give him some game time. Anyway, so that was a good result. The next game we played was Crystal Palace. So nothing to see. This was a disappointing result. A point's never a bad thing. I really do feel like it was a missed chance for 3 points. You can see we had so many shots on goal. We probably should have won. Xerxes came off the bench and hit the post about the 87th minute or something. So that was annoying. But yeah, it's another point towards the 40 that we need to stay in the league, so it's not all bad, is it? Then the final game to catch you up on, we played Watford. We secured the win with a single goal, Pablo Hernandez playing in Rafael Leao. Another home game and another 3 points. This was really, really good. Leao with the only goal. We did deserve to win it. Pablo Hernandez, 8 key passes. He was an absolute star in this one. Yeah, we deserve to win it, and that's a little bit of revenge for them knocking us out of the Carabao Cup on penalties, of course. But there we go, that's what's happened. You can see there, a nice little uptake in form. We had a softer run of fixtures, and we had 3 home games in there as well. So I think we've done what we needed to do in those games to sort of keep ourselves in the league. So we find ourselves mid-table now, 11th with 21 points, equal with Wolves, who are playing today, of course, in the first game. So that's a big game if we can get we're away. So if we get a point from that, I think I'd be pretty happy. You can see we got our FA Cup 3rd round draw as well. We're away to Crystal Palace, so that's going to be tough. Palace are a decent team. Where are they in the Premier League here? They're fifth in the league. But they're only 4 points ahead of us. It's like in real life, isn't it? It's really, really tight between fifth all the way down to sort of above the relegation zone here, and then it's almost a few. Look at Spurs. Wow. Anyway, let's have a look at the team that we are sending out here to face Wolves. We are not the favourites. You would probably expect that away from home. Our form is decent. Wolves are a Steven Gerrard coach team these days. They're an attacking standard playing style. Analysis report, this is how we're expecting them to play. You can see they like to go down the left more so than the right. This is how they played against Manchester City, so it may not be sort of tell the full story here, but they were very, very compact against them. Unfortunately, the other games, we don't have sort of as much information on it. Network passing, we can see there, and their key passes and mistakes. And let's have a look at the team that we're sending out. And it is essentially getting back towards full strength. Casilla in goal, Douglas, Suter, Bonifazi, and Ayling as a back four. You can see some link-ups beginning to happen here as well. Phillips, Shackleton, and Bogac in midfield. Hernandez and Bowen down the wings. Leao, he is much better, I've found, as this complete forward. So let's hope he continues to score goals for us today. So here we go. They are lining up as expected, I think. No, they didn't have number 10, but number 10, that's fine, because we play with the DM anyway. So that all looks good. Expect to pick up where they left off. What do we want to say here? We'll go again with that, I think. The team talk, I think it was for Norwich, was basically, let's go out there and show the world what this team's all about. I mean, that team talk gave itself. And since then, it's just, the team talks have kind of taken care of themselves from there. I feel like now we're sort of on a little bit of a run. Do we need to sort of change the way we're talking to them? We've kind of proven ourselves again now. So, yeah, maybe a little bit difficult of a team talk. Let's see what Leao can do. Leao! Oh, what a strike from Rafael Leao! 5 minutes in and he's pulled one out of the top drawer. Leao, 9th goal of the season. He has been a wonderful signing for us already. And that is a little bit special. I don't know what the keeper, if he maybe should have done a little bit better, but there's nothing on here. Absolutely nothing on. He's beaten one man inside, just put his foot through it. And I don't even know you can blame the keeper that much for that one. It is just rocketed past him. 1-0 to Leeds, and that is a stunning strike from Rafael Leao. If we can defend well here, we've got ourselves points, haven't we? If we can defend well, of course. There's a corner in. Bogac heads it clear. It's fallen to edge of the area man there. I'll tell you what, a little bit of luck there. Ayling completes the clearance. That looked like it was going in. Looks like it hit the underside of the crossbar. So perhaps a little bit of luck there. Let's give it another demand more. Hernandez not having his best game. I know Gary was saying in the comments after last episode he hasn't been impressed with him in the Premier League. I very much find Hernandez he's either brilliant, and I think in games like this he's brilliant. But I think maybe we have to pick and choose when we play him a little bit better. I don't think, particularly Liverpool, was a game for him, to be honest. Let's give it an assertive. Things are going well, you're capable of better. Some of these match ratings here aren't great. The midfield trio are having a bit of a off day, to be honest, and we've upset Shackleton. So he is good, and you've seen he's laid on a few assists just from the recap there. But I do think maybe we just need to pick and choose these games a little bit better. For example, I don't think we'll be seeing him against Arsenal. I think we're better off with maybe a winger out there, and then we can put him on the bench and bring him on if we do need something late on. Now, we have had a nasty habit of starting halves not in the best form, and that's offside, isn't it? Surely. It's a great save by Casilla, but it might just have been offside. Let's give it a concentrate shout before this corner comes in. And if we get that away, we can. Bonifazi is there. It is going to be picked up again. Comes back in, back post. We've missed it. Oh, and it's a decent hit, but straight into the hands of Casilla, thankfully for us. It has been an even game since just that one piece of Leao magic, really, isn't it? Oh, I've hit something. A shout as the highlight starts. Can we win that? No, boys, come on. Oh, Damatro is rapid too, isn't he? Come on, boys. Can we get back? Keep him wide. Oh, that's okay. We've defended that about as well as we could have, I think. Just did enough. Now they are coming back into this, aren't they? That we haven't really seen much from ourselves. We're looking motivated. Let's give him some. I don't want to give him praise yet. No, because we're not doing that well. All right, Douglas. Here we go with Calvin Phillips. back for Phillips. And that's a lungy tackle, is it? Catrone, don't give in, Phillips. Get back at him. Snap into the tackles, boys. There's the ball over the top. Oh, he's walked straight past Suter. That was too simple. It's a tight angle again. Casilla is there, and Ailing. Oh, I'll tell you. We've stopped the corner, so that's something. Maybe not the way I would have liked it to be stopped, but there you go. All right, Liao brings it down. He finds Bowen. Can Bowen beat his man? Go on, Bowen. He's in here. Can he go himself? Can he go himself? No, it would have been a wonderful goal. I don't think Bogac was quite up there with him to pass to. Bowen's his match rating, it says it's poor. I don't understand Bowen's match ratings. He always looks dangerous. Maybe he just doesn't do anything when he's not on camera. Maybe, oh, yeah, how is he not? It was a Bogac. It was a wonderful shat. It's a wonderful chance. I think that was a combination of chance and shot, and it came out as shat. So there we go. All right, let's start and close this thing down. Yeah. What else do we want to do here? Douglas, he's won the ball. He's won it cleanly, apparently, so that's fine. Phillips, crosses play there for Hernandez. Hernandez for Liao. We've said that once or twice. Liao beats one. He's in here. He finds Bowen. Bowen! Oh! Decent effort from Jared Bowen. All right, let's go defensive and let's see if we can see this out. Oh, there's a minute and a half to go of stoppage time here. Excellent time wastage by Casilla. Goes short for Bonifazi. Bonifazi in there for Bogac. Bogac to Hernandez. Where's Liao? There he is. Oh, he's wonderful. Another wonderful ball. The defending's questionable. Liao, he's let them get back to him. And it just needed to be a little bit more direct there, I think, Liao. But it was another good pass from Hernandez. Come on, boys. I feel like, Pablo Hernandez reminds me a little bit, if you watch my Western United beta save, he reminds me a little bit of Diamante. He sort of plays the same sort of role in the team. Just has that little bit of an X factor. Casilla gets it clear. Bowen knocks it down there for Shackleton. Shackleton for Douglas. Bowen. Can he get a cross in here? Bowen, go on, son. Cross it in. Cross it in. It's a corner. 30 seconds to go. Surely we can waste that. Your shoelace is undone, Douglas. Check your shoelace, mate. It's Hernandez. Hernandez, check your shoelace. 8 seconds to go. This will be another massive 3 points on the road. It's away. Don't get caught on the break here, boys. And there it is. A huge, huge 3 points on the road to Wolves. They were out of form. I did sort of get that at some point pre-gaming, whether it be the tunnel interview or the... now, what do we want to say to this? Don't get complacent next match. We do have a big one against Arsenal. Oof. So, Leeds United edge a tight contest against the Wolves, and that's 5 unbeaten. And it's like we're just feast or famine, aren't we? We're either unable to win or unable to lose, which is... I'd rather be a little bit more consistent than that, but there we go. 9th in the table. Suddenly, I've gone from being worried about relegation, only 3 points above the drop. We're only 2 points off Europe now, or point off Europe now. So it's just peaks and troughs, isn't it? All right, guys, wait right there. We play Arsenal next. Okay, welcome back. Now, before we get to Arsenal, we do have our sneak preview of our upcoming youth academy, and we can see here there are a healthy number of new fullbacks in the pipeline, which is good because I think maybe that's somewhere we do need to strengthen, particularly right back. At least one of our centre-backs looks promising. We have a good young English central defender from Bradford who has caught the eye. This is a good group of players coming through, so that's promising. I don't think we need to worry too much about what we don't have, but there's no real wing-backs. The goalkeepers don't look great. The fullbacks coming up are not the best yet. It just said here there are a healthy number of new fullbacks in the pipeline. So maybe there's a lot of them, just that none of them are particularly good. Our prospective defensive midfielders aren't looking like they're going to trouble the first team. We have Phillips and we have Turpie right now, so I don't think we're too bothered about that. Wide players, attacking midfielders, there are a few good wingers, and the new strikers don't look like they're of the standard required. So maybe it's going to be a little bit of a disappointing trend. I don't know. What do you guys make of that? That seems strange. It's like this is a good group of players. Maybe there's like a lot of them. Maybe they're good, as in these kids are all right, but they can't actually play football. I don't know, but a little bit of mixed messages there. It sounds like we do have a centre back, if nothing else, that's going to come through for us. So that's positive. All right, let's have a look at what we are expecting against Arsenal here. Now, we are not the favourites, as you can see. Arsenal are sitting 3rd in the league. Now, if they were to win here, they would actually go 2nd ahead of Manchester City, who's lost to Liverpool already this game day. Unai Emery is still their manager. They're a standard balanced coaching style. We can see here, this is how we're expecting them to line up. You can see they beat City last time out as well, so they're a good team, despite what's happening in real life. We can see the heat map there. They are quite spread out. So maybe there's going to be goals to be had there, though they have kept a clean sheet against City, so you never know. There's their passing networks and their key passes as well. And this is a team we're sending out, and the first thing you'll notice is a change in formation. I just feel like we got ripped to shreds against Liverpool, and I think we need to change something when we play these big teams. So we're going to try this. Obviously, a lot of players behind the ball here, and just 2 men up front who will then mark fullbacks getting forward. So we'll see. We'll see how we do. Anyways, Casilla in goal. It's Sutar, Strijak, and Bonifazi, is the back three. Coyle down the right, Douglas down the left. Phillips sitting in front of the defence. McCalmont comes in. Shackleton's not been the best. Bogac as well will play in midfield. It's Liao and Xerxes up front. Let's see how they go as a duo. Oh, it's a big test. It's a big test. So they are playing as expected. Another reason for trying this as well is that we're obviously coming to the Christmas period now. We're going to have a lot of games. I feel like this is a good opportunity to, kind of try something, and also give the wide players a rest. Because, as I said, we have bigger games. This isn't going to decide our season this year. Pick up where we left off. I know the underdogs. Let's give the fans a performance. What does our assistant say? Go out there and prove a point. We've been on a good run lately. Nothing to lose here. Let's show them what we're capable of. All right, let's go with that. That kind of worked when we were in a bit of a slump against Norwich. Just show the world what we can do. So let's see if it works again. And here we go. Now, the difference, of course, between this game and the last episode where we were away to City and Liverpool's that obviously were at home. So maybe a little bit more expectation. A point would be wonderful, wouldn't it? If we could get it. Obviously 3 points would be even better. But I'm more curious almost to see how this goes. And if this is a sort of formation we can look to play going forward. Decent ball into the box, but McCalmont can't quite get there. And we find ourselves on a little bit of a backtracking here. Phillips is there. Don't give away a penalty, mate. Maybe, can we stop him at some point? No, that's okay. We made him go to a very bad angle to shoot from. So, there we go. That's okay. Let's give it another get creative. Xerxes looking apprehensive, which isn't ideal. He is really, really strong in the air. He's not the best with his feet, which is a bit of a problem for a footballer sometimes, but you never know what he can do here. All right, here we go. Xerxes back for Bonifazi. For Phillips. It's a good ball for Xerxes. Can he pick a pass here? He threads a wonderful ball for Liao! Oh, Liao! Joshua Xerxes not that bad with his feet. He can still thread a ball. And Rafael Liao, 10 goals this season. What a signing. Only played 5.5 million for him, remember. What a player he's looking for. Good ball from Calvin Phillips as well. And I tell you what, Bogac could almost have got on the end of that as well. But Liao's the better man in front of goal. He took his chance. And we are 1-0 up against Arsenal. And just maybe we've stumbled across a formation here. Another free kick. Bonifazi. There for Phillips. Back for Bonifazi. For Phillips. What's he got for us? We've been getting close down. That was not the pass, mate. Strijak's been sold up the river there. Lacazette's in here. And luckily for us, he doesn't have his shooting boots on. Come on, boys. Let's concentrate here, please. No sloppy passes. And we've got another Arsenal highlight. Have we just angered the beast? That's the problem here, isn't it? Sometimes with scoring. Torreira. That's just past the post. I think Casilla had it covered. We'll go with that. McCalmont. We're really struggling to find another centre fielder to perform next to Bogac. I'm wondering if we maybe move Bogac into the box-to-box role and look at maybe Villa or Klitsch. The problem is that we played Klitsch and he's not played well every time he's played for us this season. He's given away passes and goals and all sorts. That has been pretty good. I'm going to say it's going to be don't get complacent out there. It has sort of so far so good, but yeah, we've just obviously we can fall to pieces, can't we? And it's always early second half that it happens. All right, let's just get out there and early concentrate. Xerxes looking nervous. McCalmont's having a bit of a nightmare. I wonder if we maybe look to bring Shackleton off the bench, perhaps. Maybe not losing his starting spot will shock him into a little bit of action here. Can we get a tackle in on Xhaka? That looked like he was passing it to me personally there, didn't it? Bellerin goes back to collect it. The ball over the top there for Januzaj. Can he get it? Oh, we've blocked the cross. Can we get onto the loose ball? No. Come on, boys. Come on. Keep your heads here. Keep your heads. We're 6 minutes into the second half. Liao's there. He's intercepted that. There's no one up there, though. That's kind of the downfall of this formation. But, I mean, so far, so far so good. We have really limited their chances. There's a good ball over the top for Guendouzi, and straight into the arms of Casilla. And I tell you what, a quick recycle of the ball there. Leal's onto it. Back for Douglas, and that ends the highlight. We'll give it a demand more here. I'm just beginning to look at some of these match ratings and wondering if it's maybe time to make a few changes. We're not holding possession this second half, are we? What can we do? It's almost one of these where, as long as it's as it is, I don't really want to change too much. But then equally, are we just sort of just playing with fire, just waiting for something that's clearly going to happen eventually to happen? I mean, we're putting decent pressure on them here. They're not getting out, which is positive, but they are still keeping possession and just probably tiring us out at the same time. There's a ball over the top there for Mkhitaryan this time. It's off the post. We might need to drop our line just a little bit here. We've seen that a few times now, haven't we? Let's give it a show some passion. McCalmont on a booking. He's not playing well, so let's bring Shackleton on, I think. Or do we bring Villa on? What's he like defensively? He's got decent work rate, doesn't he? Yeah. All right, let's bring Villa on. Let's bring Villa on for McCalmont, and let's switch those two around. So there we go. I'm looking at Xerxes apprehensive as a striker. He's not playing too bad. We do have Edmondson on the bench as an option. I've pretty much written off Patrick Bamford. I just don't think he's up to it. He's sort of fourth choice striker right now. I don't think we've used him yet this season. I tell you what, this clock is running down very quickly here. Do we want to make another change? Coyle's on a booking. We don't really have anybody to bring on for him. Let's bring Edmondson on for Xerxes. And let's maybe just play him as a pressing forward. Just try and close them down a little bit more. Barry Douglas is only playing a 6-5. I'm wondering, do we bring on Balo Torre for him? I'll tell you what, we're going to start and close this thing down. Just slow everything down. We probably shouldn't be more expressive anyway. Let's not time waste just yet. Change is made. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's concentrate to the end here. Concentrate to the end. Are we going to do this? I'm beginning to think. We're in stoppage time. I don't want to get too excited too soon here, but are we about to beat Arsenal? Are we about to beat Arsenal? What an episode! We've beaten Arsenal. We absolutely mugged them off. One shot, one goal from Rafael Leao, and it's all we needed. One shot. We only need one shot. That was very special, lads. Congratulations. So there we go. Leeds United enter the Europa League race. I did not see this happening when we finished last episode. I was pretty much as low as you can get as a football manager. But that has been really, really good. And I think what we have found there as well is a formation that, let's face it, it's not free-flowing football, but we may have found a way for these first few seasons until we sort of get the budget that we can compete with them on the field. We may have found a way to sort of compete against these good teams. But look at that. We're up into 6 now. 17 games gone, 27 points. You'd have to say you'd like to think we're safe from relegation now, aren't we? I'd really, really hope that we wouldn't have to worry about that from here. It is very tight, but we're 13 points clear of Cardiff, who are in the relegation zone right now. We should be able to hang on from here. So that's good news. But guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, it wasn't the most exciting episode, but 2 1-0 wins. Look at these clean sheets starting to mount up here as well. I don't know what happened against Liverpool. We've been decent defensively the rest of the season since we've kind of really worked on it after the Villa game there. You look at it now, it's just a bit of an aberration in there, but the results are mounting up. 1-0 is all you need to get yourself up the table. Guys, we will be back. I think what we'll do is we'll come back for the festive fixtures. Then we can have a real discussion about what we need to do in January as well. So if you have any thoughts now, let me know in the comments or have a think about it. And when we come back next week for the festive fixtures, we'll have a deep conversation about what it is we need to do for the second half of the season. So it'll be the Manchester clubs in the festive fixtures on Monday, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Open Aussie, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.